I recently got a request to talk about the apps that I use in my house for matters of home automation. I thought it was a good idea, and especially because there are a couple of apps that just came out, and I think it's worth talking about them. So that's what I'm going to do. As I mentioned before, I have an iPhone, so I'm going to be talking about how to group my apps in an iPhone. So the first thing I think it's worth mentioning is that once you start downloading apps for different applications and the different devices that you start buying separately, each device comes with its own app, and if you start downloading them, it can get kind of messy. So the thing that I like that I can do is that I can group them so that I can go to central location, and there all my home automation apps are in one place. For that reason, I group my apps in one little house apps folder. And if you don't know how to do that, the way to do it is just you have to tap on the apps until they start wiggling, and once they start wiggling, you just hold it and drag it to next to another app, and then it will bundle them together, and it will ask you how you want to name that group. I named mine House Apps, so that here's where I have all my apps related to home automation, and I just leave a couple outside, which are the ones that I use most frequently, but if not, that's what you can do. So this is my group. This is the House Apps group, and the first app that I have is called Remote. And this one is the one I use to stream music around my house, to control the music that I'm streaming. So if you go here to devices, you can see I have two Mac Minis in my house, so I can see my music libraries that I have in both computers, and I also have an Apple TV, so I can control the Apple TV as well from this app. I think it's really great. A lot of people don't know this, but with this you don't need to have the little remote that comes with the Apple TV. You can do everything from here. It's the same control, and then you have your menus and everything, and you don't have to carry the little remote control anywhere, and most of all, you don't have to point it to the Apple TV for it to work. So this is really good to have. And like I said, I also use it for my music. So from here, using Apple AirPlay, I can control my music and listening all through my house using the Apple Airport Express stations. And I can choose here where I want to listen to my music. I have the different Apple airport stations in the house, so you can choose where you want to play your music, so it's really good. So you can do everything from here, and then you can select what you can listen next, and that this is great for parties if you want to create playlists. So this is a great app. Some of these apps I have already talked more specifically in separate videos, so if you are interested in some of them, I might have a separate video that goes more into detail about each app. This is my Nest app. Here's obviously where I can control and check my Nest thermostat. I barely use it now since the Nest has been integrated to the Amazon Echo, but it's good to have also. And here I can see my Nest Protect devices. I have 4 of them, so here you can check your history on how they have the periodic checks that it does, and if everything is okay with your Nest Protect devices. So that's the Nest app. And then here we have my Wemo app. This is the native app that you use to control your Wemo devices. I have 3 wall plug switches and 1 in-wall switch. So this is where I control all of them. It's pretty good. I use it as a backup since now I have the Amazon Echo or the SmartThings Hub app where I can control these devices. But just in case those are not available, it's good to have this as a backup. You could also have your automated routines program here. The app works very well by itself, so it's not bad to have. I just keep it as a backup. Uh, this is GoGo Gate. This is the app that I use for opening my garage. I was kind of like an early adopter for garage opener systems. So when I started looking for an application for this, I came across this GoGo Gate, and that's the one I started using. I haven't had any problems with it. Now there are a few more out there that look very good as well, like this one called Garagio, which can even be integrated with the Amazon Echo. There is the Chamberlain application as well, and there are a couple of others out there that seem like good options as well. Even GoGo Gate has a new version called the GoGo Gate 2. I don't know how it differs from this one, but this works really great. It works with all garage door openers, so I never had a problem with this. The only thing I wish is that I could integrate it to the Amazon Echo, but it's not a deal breaker, so I'm happy with that app as well. This is my Instion app. So this is the one that I use for controlling on my Instion devices. Also, most of these apps I have them as backups, because now with the Amazon Echo, you really don't need to interact with your devices through an app, because it's either through the Echo or it's everything works programmed with automatic routines. So basically, you don't interact a lot with your devices with the apps, but it's good to have them just as a backup. And here I can control all my different devices. I have my routines. I just have a few in-wall switches that I control through my app, but most of them they act on their own at specific times of the day. And I have a couple, my dining table and my kitchen main lights. I use them with my Amazon Echo, and I like how they work that way. I have the Harmony Hub app. This is pretty good app to have, obviously. I have here all my devices. This is really great. I like this app a lot because you can integrate everything. You can have your Nest thermostat in there. I have my Philips Hue lights in there. You can control everything from all these apps. I even have my Instion lights integrated into this app, and all my different home entertainment media devices. I have them from here. Obviously, it's necessary if you want to control with your Amazon Echo. You need this and your Samsung SmartThings Hub for it to work. But for things that you cannot control through the Amazon Echo, you can do it here. Like turning volume up and down, and some other activities that are not that easy controlling with your voice, or they are just not possible. So this is a very good app to have. I have the Amazon Alexa app as well, which is your interface for configuring your Amazon Echo. After a while, the app starts piling up, and you end up having quite a bunch, but I just have the ones that I really think they're necessary. The next app I'd like to talk about is this one, TuneIn Radio. I love this app. It allows you to listen to any radio station from any part of the world. I really like it. I can listen to the music that I want. My favorite radio station is from Switzerland, so I love to have that possibility. And you can integrate it with your Amazon Echo and with your Sonos speakers. So you can. I use them to wake up every day in the morning. So it's really good, and I really like waking up to the radio station that I like every day in the morning. It's really nice, and I really like this TuneIn Radio app. Off is an app that I use to turn on and off, managing my computers remotely. If I want to send remote commands to my computers, I can do it through here. I can turn them off or restart them like from here. You need to install a little server program in your computer, and as well as the app on your phone for it to work. I don't use it a lot anymore, but it's kind of handy to have sometimes if you just want to turn off your computer or restart it when they are not acting properly. You can still reach them remotely that way. IFT, this is the famous app that you use to build recipes so that you can interact with your Amazon Echo, or in general if you have something in mind to do. I have different recipes myself. I have a recipe that notifies me when the space station is passing over where the place I live. I have a recipe that creates a tweet every time I add a song in Spotify, and also I have different recipes that I used to use with my Amazon Echo. Now things have improved. For example, Nest is directly integrated with the Echo, so now you don't have a recipe, you can just have your Echo acting automatically with your Nest thermostat. So some of these apps I don't use a lot anymore, but it's good to have. There are interesting things that you can do with this app. It's very popular.